Okay, good day viewers. My name is Mohammed Koma. You're welcome to our YouTube channel, Professional Academy. Today we have a new topic here, which is a subtopic, cone. And we have a question here. A cone with a height of 28 centimeter has a radius of 14 centimeter. Calculate the volume and also the total surface area of the cone. So before we solve the question, I guess we have to understand what a cone is first. I guess some of you have seen a cone. So let me just give a sketch. Alright, this is a cone. And they mostly use this cone on even police officer as a traffic cone. We call it traffic cone. So if you look at this cone, we have a radius here. From this point to this point is called our radius. And we also have a slant height here to here. It's called the slant height. We call it L. And then we have a perpendicular height, which is from this point all the way to this point. We call it H. So if you look at this one, we're going to have a right angle triangle. So if you can take it out, you'll find out that we have here the radius, we have the slant height, and we have H. So, and here is our hypotenuse. And from the Pythagoras theorem, we know the hypotenuse square, L square, is going to give us the 2 square, which is the radius plus the height square. So this is our formula. So this one will be more important when it comes to solving questions under code. But let's look at how we can derive the formulas for a cone. Now let's look at the cone again. If you look at a cone, under is like a circle, a sphere. So it's like a circle down. So in this circle, we know to find the area of a circle is simple. It's just going to be area which is equals to pi r squared. But what about the top? How can we find the area of the top? That's the curve area of this cone. So I want to bring your attention to this one. Let's say you have this one, this pyramid. I guess we all know what's a pyramid. So let's say we have a pyramid. Egypt, the pyramid in Egypt. Okay. So here, if you look at this one, we are asked to find the area of this. First, we know we have a rectangle in between. Let's say here is A, here will be A, here will be B, here will be B. So to find the area of the rectangle in the middle is going to be A times B, since it's a rectangle. So we can put it here, area of the rectangle A times B plus. Now, to find the area, we know this one and this one will be equal. So here, we know the length from here to here is B, and there will be a height. And I'm sure their heights are going to all be the same. So we can just put here height. Here is A, and here also is height. And another height is here, and another height is here. So this and this are equal. This and this are equal. So how do you find the area of a triangle? To find the area of the triangle is going to be half the base, which is B, times the height. So since there are two of them, so we can multiply by 2 to have it. So plus the other one, which is this one, the base is A times the height. So that will be half A times the height. So if we are to do this together, let's put this, that will give us AB plus, like I said, this one is twice. So we're going to 2 times half base times height, because this and this are equal, plus we also multiply 2 for these two. That will give us Okay, 1 over 2 AH. Now, if you look at this one, you notice something, which is the common thing. So let's forget about the area of the rectangle. Let's focus on this one first. So if we are to do it here, you will realize these two and this will cancel at the end of the day. So we are going to have, okay, let me cancel it. 2 cancel this. So this and this will cancel out. So that will give us BH plus AH. Now, as you can see, the heights are common. So we can take the height out. That will give us B plus A. Okay, so that will give us B plus A. But in case, if let's say this one was not cancelled, let's assume it was not cancelled out. So it will going to give us 2 half BH plus half 2B H. So if we take out the half and the H, which are common, so half H. So that will give us inside 2B plus 2A. I just want you to see the point, even though we can cancel straight, but I want to show you something here. That's why I am leaving these two out so that it will not be cancelled. So we have 2B and 2A. Now, let's come here and see. If you are asked to find the perimeter of this rectangle, what do you think the perimeter will be? So find the perimeter. Since here is A, here is A, here is B, here is B. So that's going to give us A plus B plus B. So we end up having 2A plus 2B. So what do you notice here? We notice this 2B plus 2A is nothing but what? The perimeter of the rectangle. So definitely, I can also find the area of this by saying half H into, instead of leaving 2B, 2A, I can just say the perimeter of the rectangle. So to find the area of this prism, the area of this pyramid, sorry. So to find the area, it's just going to give us, don't forget, we have the area of the base first, which is AB, plus the area of these four triangles, sorry. So that will give us half H and then P. So with this one, we can able to derive the formula of this. So let's clean some space. So don't forget, we have AB plus half HP. So if we do that the same thing, we are going to gain the area of this. So let's make some space there. So here, now if you take the area of this is a circle. So definitely the area of the circle down is just going to give us pi r square. Now what about the area of the curve surface area? So to find the area of the curve is just going to give us, we do the same thing. We know it's going to be half times the height times the perimeter, because this concept is going to apply here. Imagine if you have plenty of this triangle here, plenty of them, you're going to add up to gain a cone. So that will give us half um, height times the perimeter. But what's the perimeter of a circle? Because here is not a rectangle. This one is a rectangle, but for now we have a circle. So to find the perimeter of the circle is the same as the circumference of the circle, which is equals to 2 pi r. So that will give us half now the height times the perimeter, and the perimeter is nothing but 2 pi r. So if we do that, these two will cancel these two. So we are end up with the h times pi r. But this height is not the perpendicular height, it's the slanted height. because if you open it, this is height that you obtain. So that will give us, we substitute the h with the slanted height. For this one is the slanted height. Is this height here, which is the slanted height for this one. So it's going to give us now the area of the curve to be pi r l. So in order to find the total area of the cylinder, the cone now, it's going to give us by adding the two. Okay, so I can clean this side. So the total surface area, so it's going to give us the area of the circle, which is pi r square time plus the area of the curve, which is pi r l. So this gives us the total area of a cone. Now what about the volume? How do we derive for the formula of volume? If you look at the formula of volume, most cases for a cone, if you have, let me put the area up so we can have it clean here. The total surface area is equals to pi r square plus pi rl. So this is the formula we got. Now what about the volume? If you have a cylinder, so let's say this cylinder and this cone have the same radius, So and if you fill water inside this cone, if let's say you fill water inside this cone, and then you transfer this water into this cylinder, this you fill 3 times of this to fill here. So it means, since we know the volume of a cylinder, which is pi r square h, and 3 of the cone give us this volume of this cylinder. So definitely the volume of the cone is going to be, so our volume is going to be 1/3 of pi r square h. So this is the formula for the volume of a cone, and also this is the formula for the total surface area, which is pi r square plus pi rl, which I derived for you guys. So now we can go ahead and solve this question. So before we solve the question, let's find out our data. Now, if you find the data here, let's read the question. A cone with a height of 28 centimeters. So this one is not the slanted height. If it is the slanted height, it must be written in the question of a slanted height. So that means is the perpendicular height, which is h, is equals to 28 centimeters. Now, the radius is equals to 14 centimeters. And we are asked to find the volume and also the total surface area. That's the area, which is question mark. So from this one, see, we have our formula. The two formulas are here, so we can use this straight and find our volume and total surface area. But if you look at the for total surface area, L is given, not H. Instead, L is the one given. So definitely, if you remember from the beginning where I got this the right angle triangle from the Pythagoras theorem, we said L square is equals to H square plus R square. So we can apply this to have to find for L. So now we can just say to find L square, which is the hypotenuse, is equals to the H square, which is 28, plus 14 square. So that will give us Let me punch it out. So that will give us 782 plus 196. So if we add it up, that will give us, so that will give us 978. Now if we find the square root of that, so the square root of 978. Okay, so we got L. Okay, let me take the square root from here. So L is going to give us 31.3, okay, 273. So we can leave it in this format for now. Yeah. So this is the slanted height. So after having the slanted height, we can go and find the volume and also that of the total surface area. So let's make up space here. Okay. So now, okay, let me take the volume and write it up. The volume is equals to 1/3 of the pi r square h. Now, the first question says the volume. So the volume, which is Roman 1, is equals to 1/3 pi r square h. So which we can just put the values. Pi is given, okay, it's not given here, but let me give it to you. Pi is 22/7. So which is 22/7 times the radius is given as 14. So that will give 14 times 14, which is the same, times the height, which is 28. So that will give us 7 into itself, 1 into 14 is 2 times. So, okay, let's multiply up and see. 22 times 2 times 14 times 28. 17,282. Huh? 17,248. So divide by the 3 then, because 3 is here. So that will give us 17,000, 5,749.333, right? Okay. So cm cube. But no instruction given to what point, so we can just assume it's in the whole number. So to leave in a whole number, so the volume is going to give us 5,749 centimeter cube. So this is the volume in centimeter cube. Now to find the total surface area, okay. So to find the total surface area, okay, let's clean here so we can have space. So don't let's write the answer here. Volume is 5,749 approximately. This is what we were centimeter cube. So let's go for the total surface area. Total area is equals to, from the formula is pi r square plus pi r l. So pi is 22/7 times the radius is 14 plus 22/7 times the radius 14 times the slanted height, which is 31, the one we obtained here, not the 28. So it's 31.73. sorry, 273. So this goes into this two times. This go into this two times. So we got 22 times 2 times 40 plus 22 times 2 times 31.273. 616 plus 31.273. 273. 1376.012. Okay, now if we add it, that will give us a total of 1992.012. So, like I said, since no instruction and this cannot run, so we can approximate it to a whole number. So that will give us the total surface area to be 1992 centimeter square. So this is the answer. So the volume is given to be 5,749 and the total surface area is given to be 1,992. And sometimes for this total surface area you have to be careful because they can give you an open cone. It means this one will not be included because for an open cone the circle is like out. So the only area you are left with is the curve. So that means it's only pi r. So you just have to be careful on how to use the formula. So till next time, thank you for watching.